exhibition at COSI. It's the Titanic Artifact Exhibit. I'm going to get you a 4-pack of tickets here. More than 200 authentic artifacts recovered from the wreck site of the Titanic on display. Full-scale room recreations. This says it's an educational and intriguing experience for all ages, and I have no reason to doubt them. COSI.org, COSI.org for the info, a 4-pack of tickets for you, and I'm throwing in that $100 Circle K gas card. So good luck. Call 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Proving what one man can achieve with an utter lack of charisma.
One of the great achievements of our time.
Alan Cox.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Well, tomorrow we're going to be eating those chips, that one-chip challenge for losing our Polar Blast battle races. Bill emerged victorious this year's Polar Blast. And so Mary and Pound Cake and I will all, once per hour, we will be eating our chip. I will start at the top of the show tomorrow, and then Mary will do the 3 o'clock hour, and then Pound Cake will chow on his in the 4 o'clock hour. And I'm sure hilarity will ensue. And then Dr. Ryan Berglund will be with us for the last hour of the show tomorrow. We do a thing called Is It Red? He's a surgical urologist with the Cleveland Clinic, and he's joined us for over a decade. A few times a year he comes in and tries to answer guys' questions. Guys that have strange things going on down there. Some of them unwittingly. Some of them, they go, oh, you know, I'm out there raw dogging it, and maybe something happened. So if you have questions for him, you know, I'll take your calls live. We'll do your texts. A lot of people prefer to email me ahead of time. You can always do any of it on condition of anonymity, obviously. But you can email me if you'll have a question for Dr. Berglund. But otherwise, we'll be doing our chips tomorrow. Well, it might just be me and Pound Cake. Mm-hmm. If Mary opts for this haircut and dye job that Bill has offered up.
Yeah.
This called an audible here, potentially.
Brian called me in the break, extremely upset. Like, please do not do this with your hair. Like, it's
Why
your
does
body.
he care?
Well, he's like, it's your hair. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you you're not allowed. But
he's dangling his...
Don't let a man tell you what you can or can't do.
He's dangling his sexual attraction to you in front of you.
Well, he's just like, this is not going to be a good look. Bill is going to ruin our lives.
Wow. Ruin your... I mean...
Well, because it's not going to be cute at first. It's going to be whatever the hell Bill decides.
Well, does he love you or does he love your hair?
He does love me, but that doesn't make it easier to look at my hair.
Well, he should just see it from the back. Yeah, all right, man. Why does he have to look at your face? All right, 526. Well, okay, yeah, there's it's something to consider, I guess.
put a few options up on my story of what I might do. I got the kid from The Grudge, I got the Cynthia doll, and then I got the Tank Girl. So we'll see which one. If she
now, does the
lands on
Tank
it.
Girl cut come with the goggles?
Oh, no goggles.
Oh. Now, are you anything like me, Mary, in that you now want to do it because someone told you you couldn't?
I literally said that on the phone. I was like, well, now I am going to do
Yeah.
that. So
that would be me, too.
Everyone on Instagram is, like, violently in my DMs, like, please do not cut your hair.
No. Oh, well, now you have to.
Dude, people are like, that looks so bad. You cannot do that. Please don't do that. Like, it's an overwhelming vote for the chip. I think about 1,000 people have seen this story. Let me see real quick. Yeah, 309 votes for eating the chip, 156 for
Oh, this is your poll.
dyeing the hair.
Remember when
Yeah.
they used to show our Instagram stories to our followers?
Yeah, I only have 1,000. I have 80,000 followers, and only 1,000 people have
watch.
seen it.
Yeah.
Why don't
but
they show
yeah,
the stories to the followers? I don't get it.
They want you to pay for it.
Ah, okay.
Pay for promotion and to get your profile.
Oh, is that true?
Whatever. Yeah. But yeah, so that
So
is not a popular
67%
opinion.
want you to do the chip.
Oh yeah. 33% say cut and dye.
Again, I think it will be bad initially, but I think it will subside. It just depends on what you eat that day.
What do you mean?
Like if you
He
coat,
means it depends on what you eat that day.
if you coat your stomach and like have like a layer or something you eat beforehand, have a layer. Don't put it in there all by yourself. And then
All these words.
what? I'm just saying, don't put the chip in there all by itself. You gotta have a base. Just like when you used to drink. You gotta have a base first and then you drink. You hold alcohol better. I imagine it should be a little bit of the same with the chip. And then you put yogurt, just glob on yogurt or ice cream afterwards.
Hey, Alan, go ahead and eat a banana before you eat that chip. Your back end will thank you after that. Love to hate the show.
You
Oh,
said
wait,
before or after?
before. My back end thanks me every night.
I don't know, man.
Well, Mary has a decision to make.
Mm-hmm.
The pepper,
All because you thought I wasn't going to be listening.
you probably would have presented it once you got here anyways.
I can't believe you're even thinking about the
I
haircut.
can't either.
Like, that's
She
so
really
extreme.
wants to avoid
Listen
this
to you
chip.
Yeah.
I
am
can't believe
afraid
that you're
I'm gonna
entertaining
get,
it at all.
Like really, really sick or have like a heart attack or something.
Why would you have a heart attack?
It's
You're a
happened.
31-year-old
It's
woman.
happened.
Oh, you called her 31.
How old are you?
34.
You're a 34-year-old woman. It's happened before. Not to a 34-year-old woman who's in otherwise good health. Unless you have some congenital heart defect that you're unaware of.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
That's
better get
how
the
we
family
find
on the
out,
phone.
And then I
Figure
get
it
to
out.
sue iHeartRadio.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's how I become the new
Good luck
CEO.
with that. After they
Bobby
picked up
Pitts.
all of your travel expenses, I don't think that's going to go over very well. Wow. Somebody referred to me as those chips are like eating Satan's smegma.
Ew.
Ugh.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but Dr. Ryan Berglund will, of course, be here tomorrow. Maybe he can confirm or deny whether or not that's the case.
Well, we would have eaten the chips already by the time he gets here.
Yes, correct. But you could play along.
Satan's not cut
I'm sorry?
like smegma. That I thought that only came from foreskin.
Why would Satan get circumcised?
I just thought he would be,
Wait, he's not Jewish.
but I'm not Jewish and I'm cut.
He's not
What?
American.
Okay. That was
Well,
just
you know what? We'll figure it all out tomorrow during a segment we call Is It Red? I'm sure that person was just trying to create some alliterative humor and make it really impart to us how gross it is. But I will be glad when it's over.
I'm just gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna do the
That's
best I
all
can.
anybody can ask you to do.
I'm afraid my cheeks gonna swell up and my throat gonna close up and
Mm-hmm.
I can't swallow that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we won't know until tomorrow. I was talking about that guy who had to kill the moose out there on the Iditarod. Just yesterday, we were talking about that. He shot it with a handgun because, you know, these the Iditarod, it's a huge race, and you're out there on the Alaskan tundra, and moose are invariably going to be part of that. And some of them don't bug the dogs and other ones do. This guy had to kill the moose, but they determined that he didn't properly gut it. Because you got to field dress it too. You got to kill the animal and gut it. And the people in charge determined that he didn't do it well enough. And so they hit him with a penalty. Dallas Seavey is the guy. And at the time, he said, I gutted it best I could, but it was ugly. And so he had to inform the race officials, and they told him part of this is knowing how to do that properly, and he didn't do it. So they hit him with a 2-hour penalty. I don't know where he was in the line of mushers there, but he led the field, and they hit him with a 2-hour penalty. So he's got to sit back. I mean, there's no other sport where you have to know how to field dress an animal. They should incorporate that into other sports. I think that would be let a moose loose on the floor of a Cavs game. They kill it and dress it properly, they get 100 points.
I think that's how they should determine the extra point in football. Get rid of the kick. Field dress a moose.
Run on a moose.
Well, they give you 1 point for that? I mean, it's time you got to do it fast, because if it stays warm, you get bacteria. That's part of it, too. You have to know how to do it properly and quickly. And then they add that meat to the concessions.
Yes.
So Aramark is rolling out venison dogs and
moose nachos.
What? Yeah, of course. Get your moose nachos. That sounds delicious. Just put that in other sports. Hey, Stephanie.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I was just calling to give some tips for you guys for the one chip challenge. My husband did it, and he was like a healthy guy. No
for
issues.
you.
And he actually caused permanent damage to his esophagus. And so, like, now he can't have, like, any type of red sauce, anything spicy, anything that's acidic, or he has, like, really bad heartburn.
Mm-mm.
Well, I certainly hope that doesn't happen.
I hope so, too. I was just, for Mary, to weighing her options. So, hair will grow back.
That's why I came up with the haircut and dye idea in the first place.
See, this is the real reason, and I think you've stumbled onto something here, Stephanie. That's the real reason that Brian doesn't want her to do this. It's less about the hair. He doesn't want her to ruin her throat.
Did he?
That is very true.
Stephanie, did he do any remedies when he took the chip? Did he have any yogurt or anything, or did he just have it dry?
So he was taking Tums in preparation for it.
Tums?
So he took Tums before he had
Antacid.
it. Yep, antacid. So he took those before he ate the chip, and then he had vanilla ice cream, and he had milk afterwards.
And it still gave
He
him
actually,
damage?
and he went to play in his softball league that he plays, and he had to leave the game in the middle of it because he was in so much pain and had to go to a McDonald's down the road. So sorry for that, McDonald's. It probably wasn't pretty.
Bruh, I'm not trying to get any damage.
You ate the pepper. You'll be fine.
It's not the same thing.
It is.
It's not the same thing.
It's exactly the same thing.
No, it's not. I'm not doing it.
If Cody doesn't do it, I'm not doing it.
It smells like the devil pinched off a loaf in here.
Y'all trying to burn my inside.
All right, so don't cut both your hair.
On the other end, other people have done it and have not caused permanent damage. That's just his story. But
Thanks for the
I was
call,
just throwing it out
Steph.
there.
Right.
I'm sorry, I ruined it all.
I might have a bite. We'll see. If Alan commits all in, if he can trust it, he's the oldest one out of all of us. If you trust eating that whole chip and you'll be just fine, then
The hell does that have to do with anything?
Because if you're going first, I get to see how it is.
It'll burn and burn and burn.
Even if it's like, those chips are big too. It's the size of like a Dorito. It ain't just like some small little chip where it's, it's in there.
Yeah, but I got to say, when I opened that box up, it is smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to be, it was like a friggin' Frisbee or something.
Do you have it? Show it again.
No, I keep forgetting to get it out of my locker.
And do you guys have gloves?
Yeah, they come with gloves,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yep. Yeah, don't touch your eye.
Right. Okay, thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome. Bye.
Everyone that practices sodomy from the day of this message will get cancer in the butthole. It'll burn and burn and burn.
Well, it's going to feel like we have cancer in the butthole. I mean, if the two of you bail, I'm not doing it.
Well,
I mean, you're lucky I'm doing it in the first place.
No more punishments. No more.
What have I been saying for the past 3 years? But I'm trying to be a cool guy.
Well, I'm
trying to be I'm trying to be Captain Fun.
We should share a chip. Just
Yes.
share a little piece.
Split one into thirds. Blend it up in a milkshake.
Oh.
Spicy vanilla
Bill,
milkshake.
this is all falling apart before your eyes.
I see that.
It's
I see
all
that.
falling apart.
Permanent damage, y'all trying to.
That's what I said.
I make a radio salary. Like, come on.
That's
Right.
true, man. I mean, I'm
Who's gonna-
talking for a living.
If y'all call the ambulance, y'all paying for it. How about that? Give him $15,000
How about that?
because someone wanted to do a bit. He burned his mouth. What did you do? I ate a chip for a show. I'm like, okay, great.
Let's see what people are texting me. Can you dip the chip into dip?
It'll make it grosser for Alan. He'll be like, ugh, ranch. Ugh.
Well, they didn't say what kind. I mean, I'll get some bitch and dip or something.
Bitch and dip.
It's delicious. Papa Nexium. I'm not going to the pharmacy. Like, come on, man. The whole pepper would be. I would think the whole pepper would be worse than the chip. Someone says.
I think so too.
No, because the pepper is one pepper. The chip is combined of all different peppers and chemicals.
It's got a
and
couple
whatever
different
else.
dustings.
And I
on
purpose,
it.
and again, I haven't looked up anything, so I didn't see the videos because I don't want to see them. But
The chip will make your extremities go numb. I mean, that's fine. What are my toes doing for me? My 10-year-old daughter. My 10-year-old daughter did it without permanent damage. She was over and about. What the hell are you giving a chip to your 10-year-old
let
for?
her do it.
It says on the thing, like, don't give it to a kid. God, you animals out there. What is happening? See, half the people are like, see, that's the problem. It's just a case-by-case basis. Everybody's different. You're not going to know until it's too late. There's no way to know. Because some people are like, I'll be fine. Other people are like, I was in the fetal position for a day. So it doesn't,
I mean, that's most of what I've seen online is people. I went like on Reddit to there's like a whole Reddit for spicy food, and there's like a giant thread of the one chip challenge, and a lot of those people are like, I spent 2 days in the fetal position. I threw up 17 times.
Well, and also people are like, oh, just don't swallow it. And I'm like, I suggested that yesterday, and I was roundly mocked. That was
that's not eating.
Well, tell them.
Like, putting the tongue on it is one thing, but
540.
But like putting it's gonna touch your cheeks. It's gonna be in your gums. The moisture in your mouth is gonna be on fire. It's gonna be in your throat. It's gonna be in your stomach. Like, it's gonna be all up in your insides. Again, I have a radio salary.
Yeah.
Me too. Bobby Pitts. Ain't.
What the hell was that?
There are other people who work here.
And that was behind a closed door?
Yeah.
People going down
I
the
don't know
hallway.
what.
Wow.
I don't know who or what. They might be filming something. Hold on, let me look.
Our allegedly
Soundproof
studios. Yeah.
I told you, I hear lockers slam.
Yeah, I
People-
know.
Wow.
I know.
People be kicking it.
Usually there's not many people here this late, so I'm assuming they've got to be filming something.
Mike and Parma suggest we put the chip just up our ass and eliminate the middleman.
Yeah, there
Great
you go.
idea.
That can't hurt your belly, right? If it doesn't have to pass through your belly.
Alan, is there any way you can dip the chips in testosterone so one of you can get some balls? Yeah, man.
No.
Like Nikki Haley over here.
Bill, what if I just give you $100?
I don't want your money. I
that's-
want
It's
your
embarrassment.
I want your hair or your esophagus lining.
I can't bribe you out of this. With
Yeah,
money?
I don't know about
now,
this.
now with
Now you got me
you gotta
thinking
go
about it.
up higher.
I need to protect my instrument. That's my voice.
And what happened last week? You
I'll
caught
cut all your
someone
hair.
to take a day off.
Yeah,
I'll
once I start coughing, boy, it's.
I'll cut all your hair too.
Imagine if you throw up for 2 full days and there's permanent
No,
damage to your esophagus.
I don't think so.
Goodbye pension. Goodbye
Pension.
endorsement.
Oh boy.
Goodbye iHeart Cleveland. You got to
Yeah.
move back home with mom because you ruined your radio career. 'cause
That's
stupid
true.
Bill
That's
had to
true.
win a challenge.
SAG will take my pension away.
All gone.
And it's always something. It always has to hurt. I don't know. I'm not with this. I did it once.
Oh, the cracks are starting to show.
The crack's been showing, babe.
I'm glad I didn't go to the grocery store yet.
You'd been mad if you bought ice cream?
Yes, because I was going to buy a lot. Last time I had a big
Well, I'm glad I brought $50 of dumb chips then.
If it all cracked, I mean, were you just going to do nothing? Which would be the
I mean,
you guys cannot wuss out on this.
We absolutely can.
Oh, you guys
we
are
can
the
do
worst.
something
We
else.
can do that,
Let
yes.
us go 3 verse 1 and take away Bill's victory, please.
I don't. You can't take the victory away from him. He
can
still
do-
won, and we
can do
lost.
Sock
but
and boppers in a Speedo or something. I don't know.
rather
Sock
take
'em
rather
boppers.
take another shot of my pee than this.
I'll take a shot of your pee too.
Yeah! Now we're talking.
Everyone has to do
It has to be a
shot of
punishment.
Alan.
Now we've got.
He can have asparagus, and then I'll take a shot of his pee.
Oh,
That might end up on a website, and people might make money off of it.
You guys can do the chip, or I get to
This
cut
is
your hair.
all is all starting to fall
No, not
apart.
my hair.
I'll cut your hair. You gotta do something.
Nobody touching my hair.
Gotta do something.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a piece of the chip?
all I'm saying, Alan, is you just need to consider what your livelihood is for yourself and your daughter. You have a young child. And if
Who are you
lose your
trying to
job-
convince, me
if you're-
or you?
If you lose your job because of permanent esophageal jammage,
Jammage?
yeah, the chip gets jammed in there.
And
never
no
comes
brain
out.
damage,
Mm-hmm.
jammage.
But jammage. All I'm saying is that's a hard life for Nora.
That's
If
all
Daddy's
you're
outta work.
saying? Yeah,
That's
that
a
is
Make
a
her
hard
a
life
stronger
for her.
person.
That's
Yeah.
a hard life
She's
for
gonna have.
Nora.
She'll be able to write a great memoir about it.
But you don't want your children
how
to
the one
struggle.
chip challenge made me the strongest.
Already
person
hard
that
enough
there's
having me
ever
for a
been.
dad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll go viral. Personality had to step down from his position on popular radio afternoon show.
And then it'll be gone in a day.
What if I just
Watch
order
out.
those? See, the thing is, Mary's here tomorrow. She's not here for a while after that.
What are
So
you
it's
saying?
got to be the haircut, or is
Well, because people are like, why don't you just get those like tin cans of fermented fish?
I don't want to smell that.
Nobody does.
That's like a punishment.
And Mary
for me.
has a seafood allergy too.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. Like, I don't eat tuna fish anymore because I don't trust that there's no shellfish in the nets and stuff. You know what I mean? Or the
Yeah.
processing facilities.
I say no more punishments.
I'm into that too.
Dude, we can't do that now, though. I mean, we've been talking about
I mean,
goddamn
we
week.
can.
You know what? I'm gonna eat the chip. You
Thank
guys,
you, Alan.
you
Permanent
can do.
damage.
You
have
can
permanent
do.
damage to your esophagus,
You
and
can do whatever you want to do.
You are 52 years old.
Chip or the
so
cut. The chip or the cut.
Not sure what's going
I'm
on
already cut.
inside.
I told you this already.
He's
I'm
already
gonna cut more off then.
Oh, well, Dr. Berglund will be here. He can do it
Yeah.
for you. He can work his hands like a marionette. Oh, anyway, I got a break. Well, I'm way late here. You want to send a text? 35192. You can watch at AlanCoxShow.com.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And every